Hi everybody, it's Kelly Holland from Divinity Designs, and today I'm going to show you a bunch of different dies. These are some of our folded card dies. We have a very large selection, so you want to check out the website. And don't forget to use our coupon to save 25% off. I'll be showing you the lever card with layers. See if I can get that in the shot. It's a huge die. I'll also be showing you a die called the belly band die. Trifold with layers, 4-panel card with layers, Cascade card fold with layers, and the book fold. And these are the dies I'm going to be demonstrating today. So the first card I'm going to go over today is called the Cascade Fold card with layers. And that's basically what you get, the Cascade card, and you get all the layers. So let me show you that. That's a really big die set. And it can be very intimidating, anything that's really large like this. But I'm going to go over it and to show you how really easy it is to put together. So first thing we're going to do is to die cut your two pieces. I'm not sure you'll be able to see all those in camera, so I'll go like this. You have two sides. And you'll see that each one of these has little slits in them, and the slits are what's going to be put together. So there's slits here, 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 and then on the opposite, on the bottom, the top, and the bottom. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to fold on all the scores. So you could see that this is the front side and this is the back. The front has more of a smoother look to it, and the back side is a little bit raw. So always want the front of the paper to go forward. So I'm going to fold here. So this part is forward. And then I'm going to fold on this one. So that part is forward. I'm going to do the same with the other one. I want this to go forward. So I'll fold here. And then I'll fold here. And then I'm going to put them together. So you can see where there's two slits here. This slit is going to go into the other slit. Flatten it out now. These two slits in the center go inside each other, and you push it all the way in. And then on the end, those two slits will go together. And you push that in. So you see it's all together. And then you separate the back and the top, and you push it in. You flatten it down. And that's it. You have your Cascade card. It opens and closes. It sits on the table. It looks like that. So next we're going to go over layers. This card here, I used solid paper for every one, and I used the same paper on every one. So you could see that you could decorate the sides, you could decorate the pieces in the back, and the insides you're going to want to decorate because that's the design that you see. So this is very simple to do. You would just die cut all the pieces for both sides. But if you want to do it in alternating papers, like this card, see where I have alternating here, and I have alternated coordinating paper here. So I'm going to show you what I made up. I made a little guide that I keep handy. And this is so I know if I'm using two papers. I have papers 1 and paper 2. And this is going to tell me which of the dies that I need to die cut in the different colors. So I'm going to set them up for you now. So there's one. Whoops, this one's 1. X is a skip. You don't need to do that one because you're not going to see that one. I'll show you what I mean right here. These inside ones you're not going to need, so you skip those ones. But you will do all the other ones. So just trust me that you skip that one. And then I'm going to show you here and here. Don't forget I'm skipping that one, this one, and these two. So then you're going to pull all your 1s, you're going to pull all your 2s, and you're going to die cut those, and that'll give you your 1s and your 2s. Okay, so now I've lined them up on the other side. So same thing, I lined them up, and you're going to skip this piece this piece, that one, and then all the other ones, you're going to pull all the 2s and all the 1s and die cut those with paper number 1 and paper number 2. And there's the paper lined up for that side, and here's the paper lined up on this side. Once you have that all cut, it'll come out like this. Every other one. You could also do these 2 X's and then you'll have a paper in the back, but that's of course. So that is how you cut them if you want to have 2 different patterns of paper on your card. Another die we have is called the belly band, and it can not only be used for the Cascade card, but it works for a lot of our thick cards. Basically, it wraps around the belly of a card. It has the belly band die, and these are the layer dies. So I cut out one to show you, and you can see that on each side there's 2 scores, and that is so when you fold it, it gives you some thickness so that it's just not flat, and it can accommodate the full width of the card. So you'll fold on each score line, and then you're going to put them in the center around your card, and I'll show you in a minute how I made one and I put that together. So here's the card. It's all put together, and normally you would be able to fit your Cascade card in an A2 envelope, but if you do pop up the features, it will be a little higher, so you'll need a larger envelope. But if you keep it within the card dimensions, it'll fit right into the A2. Here's the shaker I made, and this is a little sneak peek of a new card kit we have coming up. It's a star shaker kit, and it comes with little star fillings. Isn't that adorable? Just love that. I love anything patriotic, so it's right up my alley. Now I'm going to put it onto the card. You go from the bottom or the top. Make sure it fits over everything. And there you go. Hold your card together. You could send it this way, and whoever receives it will just love it. I have some samples to show you for the Cascade card. Here's a really nice one from Melody. Another patriotic one. This is one, look at, Dawn made a little belly band on hers. So I'm going to open it up and show it to you. There you go. It's very dimensional with the different roses. Here's one that Kathy made. This is just way over the top. You can see she also made the belly band. And this is one with our dies, all our papers. I'll show it to you on the flat. Very dimensional. Look at all those beautiful flowers and leaves. Those are plumeria. Here's one I whipped up really quick, just using even solid papers. So I like, isn't that pretty? Got a little bit of bling on it, just for a little, it could be a plain card, but you add a little bling and it really jazzes it up quite a bit. Here's a beautiful birthday card. The balloons. And another one from Dawn with some balloons. So there you have it, Cascade card fold with layers. Next card I'm going to show you is called the lever card with layers. And this is a huge guy here. Look how big this one is. It's really, really big. So it comes with your front and back die, your inside die, and then these are all your layers. I'm going to show you on the back. Your front, this is the one that faces forward. The inside, and then these are all the dies to cut your layers. So I'm going to go through them and show them to you. These are the pieces you're going to get when you die cut. This is the front and the back. So that's the front of the card. That's the back of the card. That'll get folded. This is the inside. So this is the little section that the lever is going to go through. And then you have 3 more sections. So first thing you're going to do is fold your front back in half to form this. Here's the inside. You're going to want your mountain in the center, so that's going to be folded this way, and then fold your brackets. So when you open it, you have the mountain in the center. When you die cut the front and back die, you'll get a little square. It comes out of the center. This is what comes through the middle section, so you definitely want to keep that because you'll need it, and you'll see that in a little bit. You'll also get this piece that comes out of here. You don't need that one, so you could throw that one away or save it for a scrap. So this is the different layers. This is for the front of the card. That goes on here. And these are for the inside. This is the bracket that goes on here, this section. And then you need 3 of these. You get 1 die, but you cut it out 3 times. And those are for each of the sections. Then you also get a layering piece. And that you'll want to add, if you want to do a layer, to the lever. So that gives you another extra layer right there. I've gone out, I've cut it, and I've used some plain paper to show you. Here's this one. So what you do is you add tape. Let me put it this way. You put tape on this whole area here and this whole area here. You don't put it in the center because remember the center pops out, so you don't want that glued down. So then you're going to remove all the tape and we'll show you how to put it on. So I've gone ahead, I've taken off all the paper, so just the adhesives there. I've also done it to my lever piece that'll go through the opening. And you only want to do half of it. You don't want to tape it all down or else your card won't be able to open. So there's the tape right there. That's going to be in a second. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to line it up and tape it on my card. All right. Right there. And right there. And don't forget your centers opens up. Then we're going to close it. I'm going to take our other piece where I have the adhesive. You can do it right in the opening. Tape that. And there you go. That's how your card works. And now I have some samples to show you with the lever card. This is one I made. Just used our half face set. Couple different papers. Alternated them. Here's one that Fran made. She used a couple different papers also. And she has the angel coming through the center. Here's an old one that Dawn made. She didn't use any designer paper, but she just used die cuts and decorated it that way. She just did sponging on it. Adorable. Here's the cute one Lisa made. And Lisa just used, this is from one of our paper pads. So she didn't have to stamp or anything. She just used a piece from her paper pad and die cut it. Made a cute little Christmas card with it. There's another one with Lisa, a nice monogram card. She didn't want it too busy, so she used some solid paper along with her beautiful blooms paper. Another one from Lisa. And this one I want to show you because she also decorated the back. So you could see you could decorate the back also, not just the front. Here's a cute card from Angie. This is one of our brother sets. We have brother sets and sister sets. Finally, another one from Kathy. Turtle. She put turtles all over, and we have a By the Shore paper pad that she used here on this one. And there you have it. The lever card with layers die. Next card we have is the book fold with layers. And you can see this is another large die. This is your card base, and this is the inside. So the inside is what the book looks like. So you can see when it opens up, it looks like a little book inside. So I'm going to go over the pieces with you first. This is the base. That's what the inside fits into. And this is the inside when it's all die cut. You can see it. It cuts the top and the bottom, and it scores all the pieces for you, so you just have to fold on them. When you follow the directions, it'll tell you which ones are mountain folds, which ones are valley folds. And I've already gone ahead and folded it so you could see. So when it's all folded together, let's do it flat. That's your book. So I put one card together to show you in color. So there's the base. The base also has a layer on it. This is the inside, and I put layers on all the inside. Well, I gave a little trick about when you fold it. When you fold it up to give it to somebody, this piece here and this piece here, you want to pull those forward. And that actually pulls it forward and holds it in place, so when the person opens it up like a book. If those are flat and you open it up, they'll stay flat. You want it to be kind of popped up. So you pull these two forward, keep it, and it goes in the envelope like that once it's decorated, and when they open it up, it'll have a nice shape for a book. So I'm going to show you some samples now. So for my card, I use a retro Christmas pad, and I also use a die set called Retro Ornaments. I don't have that packaging with me, but you could find it on the website. So this is the base. This is the book fold. All the layers have been attached, and you can see I've added some bling to the centers of the little snowflakes in there. And I made my cover, my top for the front of the card. I'm going to assemble it now. So I've added the front of the card to my base, and then I want to show you here how you use adhesive. You're going to use adhesive in the first bracket and the last bracket, because as you know, that pops up, so you don't want anything gluing that down. So adhesive only on the sides. So I've gone and removed all my paper from my adhesive, my score tape, and I'm going to put it inside the card base. Mind you, I'm working on a tripod, so it's a little harder to see over it. I'm going to try to line up the best I can. This has a little offset, so it doesn't fit exactly to the edges like the lever card did. So you want to make sure you leave a little border. Pull that forward, pull my pieces together, and there you have it. There's the front, and then there's the center with the book fold. Here's a music theme. Just love all the purples in that. That's in our Notable Notes paper pad. And this Christmas one. Love that rustic look too. Here's some samples of the book fold with layers. This one's by Fran. Then we have one from Melody. Isn't that beautiful? Then we have one from a guest designer, Renee. She kept hers a little simpler inside, just to show you don't have to load them up with things. Sometimes simple is better. Here's a really pretty one from Annie. Just love the soft colors on this one. We used a lot of our paper from our Christmas collection pad. Here's one from Lisa. She also used the angel. And another angel card from Lisa. She heat embossed. Look how pretty that is. It's just gorgeous. I just love that one card. So there you go. That's the book fold with layers card. And here we have the 4-panel fold card with layers. And it's called that because there's 4 different panels. So here's your 3, and then you have an extra one. And that's because just this die alone, I'll show you the big one, is almost 12 inches. So you can't have paper much larger than that. So there's an extra piece that you add on so that you could complete your card. So this is the first large piece cut out, and this is the extra piece. So what you're going to want to do is fold it. You can have your forward facing, so your main panel is the front of the paper. You can see the back is a little bit rougher, so you want the front. And you'll fold it like so. And then you're going to fold the flap in. And that's where you add your adhesive. So I'm going to put this flat down. So when I close this, I want the front of my paper showing. So I would peel that off, press that down, and then when it folds over, It'll be like this. So let me do that for you and I'll be right back. Here's the 4-panel. It's been cut out and I'm gonna fold it, and I want my front of the paper to be forward. This is the back, so your edges are a little rougher. So you're gonna fold it like this, and then you're gonna fold the flap in, and you can see I have adhesive there. So what I wanna do is I wanna put my extra piece on, and I'm gonna glue that down, and I want that to be forward. So I'm gonna line that up like so. Press that in, and there you have it. So you will see the flap, and one of the options you can do is you could take another piece, cut out, and you could glue that on top. So if that bothers you, you don't want to see the flap, you could just add another layer. Otherwise you would see it. But once you get your layers on, it's not as obvious. So I'll show you that in a second with the card samples. Here's the card cut out, and I just used solid paper just to demonstrate the different layers. There's all 4 sections, and here's where I was showing you where you could see a little bit of the tab. It's not real noticeable, but once you did the layer on, it covers it up. Oh, open and closed. Here's a sample using our Romantic Roses paper pad. And I've added the panel on. Those are different layers. It can show you how you can mix and match papers. Here's a nice sample I used, our Shabby Rose paper pad. Whoops. And this is a sneak peek of a new spiral die. It's a new butterfly dies we have coming out soon. And I added the extra panel on that one. Here's a Christmas card, and I want to show you that if you wanted to, you could also decorate the back. So you have the front and the back on those. Something more rustic Christmas. That's a rustic Christmas paper pad. Here's another one that was decorated on the back. Whoop, just this panel. And this is the mirror sparkle paper, which we love. You could buy that from the Paper Cut. They carry that. It's just so beautiful. And my last one. And I believe, yes, that one was decorated on the back as well. It's just such a nice card when you open it up. Such a great surprise, and it's just a little bit more extra special. The last card I have to show to you today is called Trifold with Layers die. You can see it has 3 sections. That's where the tri is. Instructions on folding, your base die, and your layering piece. This is the cardstock when it's been die cut. You can see the scores in it, and it also cuts the top and the bottom and leaves your scores. You found instructions for folding. I've gone ahead and add layers, and that's how it folds up, just like that. I'm going to show you a card that I have to put together for you, and these are what I used on the card. This is called Sprinkle with Love. It's stamps with dies, and this is a paper pad called Sweet Shop. We also own North Coast Creations, so that's why it's branded with North Coast Creations, but it is Divinity Designs. So I've gone ahead and I've added all my layers already. I've gone and pre-folded it, so it's all ready to go. I just need to add all my pieces. And there's my completed card. Love this. I'm donuts about you. I think that's just so cute. This is a sneak peek for our new Blessings box coming out next week. So there's that card. Let's show you some more. Cute baby card from Lisa. beach, whoops, flip-flop card. Nice world card. Father's Day. There's more of that beautiful paper. This is a really popular pad also. It's called Romantic Roses. A sympathy card. This was from our last Blessings box in April. Melody with your music cards. You rock. Nothing better like sending a hug to somebody. And finally, this one is a Happy Easter card. Very simple. This is just our paper right here. And just added a happy birthday die cut. Super easy to mass produce. This is an older card, but I want to show it to you just because I had a nice idea of adding this layer on top. So it's still the trifold with layers, but this was added to the front. So there's, it's a background die. You can just do that. Kind of gives it a different look. I just want to show that to you. So there you go, trifold with layers. I just wanted to remind you about our Slimline dies. They are released now and they are available and they are selling pretty quick, but no worries, we have another big order on the way. This is the card base. This will make your Slimline card base and you need a large machine for that. So if you don't have a large machine, you'll have to cut your base, but you can use all the other dies. And just to show you that we use the size number 10 for our Slimline dies. That's the size that I went with because I've been using number 10 envelopes my whole life. And here are the dies that we have available. First we have scallop rectangles. And we have layering rectangles and then regular rectangles. And the layering rectangles fit inside the other rectangles. For our frames, we have this pierced window frame with the little windows. I'll show you the little windows in here. Then the flower petal, that's really pretty and decorative. And then we have some border dies. We have clouds, curvy hills, and the grasses. And I'll run through these samples really quick. You might have seen them before, but I'll go through them again. This is, you can make your cards either landscape or portrait. Those are using a bunch of the different scalloped rectangles. Here you have more scalloped rectangles. The scalloped and the flower petal. Pierced window frame with the scallops. Pierced window frame, scallops again. You can see you can just add anything to the windows. Cute little cupcake card I made. Lisa made a nice little baby card. Christmas. Jesus. And this beautiful sympathy card. And you could check out our gallery and our website. We have lots of samples on there that I don't have here, but that the girls have made on our design team. And you could see more samples. I also want to mention that we do have a membership kit. It is called our Blessings box, and these were the January and the April kits, and we have another one coming out next week, and it's going to be about birthdays and balloons, and it's just really cool and festive, and I love it. So check out our website, look under Blessings box, and you'll see it's a quarterly kit, so you're not tied down monthly. It comes out January, April, July, and October. And you sign up for 4 boxes.